Oh, what we're watching, it's all about how bad was that quarter, last quarter, because of those production cuts that we know happened in China. Not enough people were able to get their iPhones in time for that holiday quarter where they typically sell the most iPhones. And also, on top of that, we're seeing analyst estimates all over the place of how short they came up. At the high end, we have about 10 million fewer than expected. At the low end, about 3 million or so. And then on top of that, Kelly, does the demand carry forward? We know from Apple itself that they saw demand maintain throughout that holiday quarter. They just couldn't meet it because of the production problems. So does that demand carry over into this March quarter? Are they able to, now that they have caught up on the production side, can they meet the demand? On top of that, we're looking at things like Mac sales, because as you remember last week when I was talking to you, Kelly, Microsoft showed this collapse in the PC market for consumer demand in PCs. We were already warned by Apple that the Mac sales will look pretty bad compared to year on year, so they're not immune to that either. The real question is the iPhone immune to it? And then over to services, we're seeing headwinds there, of course, from the strong dollar with foreign exchange. Also, with a drop in mobile gaming, we got some more data from that from Electronic Arts just a couple of days ago. Mobile gaming is really falling off, all the spend there. And then just App Store headwinds with advertising as well, Kelly.
And the PE is back up to about 25 times. So, Kim, I turn to you. What should people do with Apple here?
Sure. Well, you always have to remember when you're talking to me, I'm looking out 3 to 5 years. So what I'm hearing from the analysts is they're playing the game, how low can we go? Because this has been a catastrophic sort of quarter, everything going wrong for Apple. And I'll take the opposite on that trade. What if something went right and they actually exceed their low earnings? And I think that's a likelihood here with Apple being a grown-up in the world of managing the analysts. So I think that they will be able to report a good report, not a great report. But looking forward, do you want to own Apple? Do you think that they are going to create new products that we never knew we needed or wanted? I'm going to say yes. That is what their magic sauce is. And I would say if there's a dip here in Apple, take a bite.
I only wonder, Kim, how much of this is priced in. You know, 25 times for Apple when this multiple got, I think it was well below 20 just a couple of months ago, and there was this argument over kind of what a normalized PE should be. 25 times gives them a lot of credit for a lot of things going right here, doesn't it? I mean, in other words, if you say the bar is low, I wonder if the bar is actually still pretty high.
Well, it depends on your timeline. Again, I'm looking out 3 to 5 years in the future, and so I'm looking at what I think that they could earn if they grow even a little bit in their Mac sales and that area. But also, I'm going to give them credit for creating a new device. And I don't know what that is, but I'm sure Apple is working on it. And that's the sort of thing you're buying when you're buying this name, is innovation and future sales.
Sure.
And this is very much a growth name where you're looking to the future.
And obviously headset being one of those devices in the works. But Steve, also this goes to the question you've long discussed, which is people will pay up less for a hardware company over time than for a company with a software as a service type of subscription model that sees those prices constantly rising, demand constantly growing, and smoothness throughout cycles.
Yeah, that's right. But you want to talk about the software side. Let's do talk about services, because that is something I expect them to kind of brag about, is how many subscriptions they have through the App Store. Keep in mind, that's recurring revenue, and the App Store has been pretty weak on the gaming side. But when it comes to those subscriptions, they love to say how many subscriptions they've been able to capture through the App Store, which they get to skim off the top, even if it's not their own app. And that shows the power and profit center of the App Store right there. So, and then as far as the hardware front, again, is that demand going to carry through? We know it's not going to be so hot on the Mac side, but again, iPhone is the profit center there on the hardware side. So if that can keep up, things will look pretty good. All
right, we'll leave it there. Steve, busy afternoon for you. Thanks for checking in with us, Steve Kovac.
Yeah.
And we'll move along to our next name here, which is Amazon. And it had twice as bad a year as Apple, with shares down 50% last year for its worst year since 2000. Amazon warned last time it reported the fourth quarter revenue would come in below street expectations, and recently announced those 18,000 job cuts. Could end up being its slowest revenue growth year, by the way, since 1997.